You were extremely efficient and played with a lot of poise and confidence tonight. For for all the scrutiny you do receive online and stuff of that nature, what kind of messages a game like this send to them, as well as just the kind of momentum that this could build for you throughout the season?
Yeah, I obviously don't worry about what's going on online. I get so much love in person. I haven't ever had a negative encounter in person ever. And I've been going through this for 3 years. I've never had an encounter in person that was negative. So people online are behind a keyboard for a reason, and I don't worry about that stuff. I trust my work. My teammates trust me. And I was telling Milla today, like, she felt like she was having a rough day, and I was like, how many times have I had a rough day? And you picked me up. So don't get down on yourself. I know my teammates have my back, my coaches have my back, and that's all that really matters. I don't have to prove anything to anybody but myself and my teammates.
Second row on the left.
I'm sorry. Can I say something? This is a 23-year-old kid, and the amount of crap that she gets on a day-to-day, she still shows up. So whatever questions y'all got about our team, basketball-wise, we appreciate it, but all the other nonsense, it's irrelevant. We here to play basketball and do what we do. We having a hard time right now at the end of the day. Just a 23-year-old kid who handles herself with grace. Her crown is heavy. So whatever else, y'all want to come at her for the way that she acts, she has to build the wall. She has to have the wall. Because if she doesn't, people will break her down. Not only just because of the way she looks, but it's because of the way she carries herself. She doesn't just walk around and act like, oh, I'm this. No, she knows who she is. And we ain't going to break her down for that. So whatever other questions y'all got, I'm hoping it's just about basketball. Maybe a box score question. But the kid's crown is heavy. Respect that. Yeah.
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept you're like a focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by K. David Jordan.
Hello, how's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the King Joe Sports Show. It's your boy King Joe. I hope everybody's having a fantastic late night tonight. Oh man, welcome to the show. Listen, if you don't mind, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you have not hit the like and subscribe, we've been gone for a while, but we're back. Before we get started, hit that like and subscribe so the algorithm can pick us up so we can get these numbers up, man. We gotta get these numbers up. We took a little break, but we came back just in time for you. Just in time. Hope everybody's having a good. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it tonight. Hello, welcome to the King Joe Sports Show. Tonight we're diving into a full spectrum of what it means to be a rising star. What it means to be a rising star in the W. What it means to be a rising young star. You know, Angel Reese just delivered her best performance of the year. Best performance, easily. But her team still got blown out by the Liberties. The Sky still got the brakes beat off of them. They got cooked by the Liberty. And while the headline should have been about her improvement, the spotlight quickly shifted to something else. The BET Sportswoman of the Year. That's right. Angel Reese actually won it. And then came Shade. That's right. Shade came in the way of none other than Claressa Shields, who said, boxing champ Claressa Shields, who questioned the decisions of BET to give her the Sportswoman of the Year. Not because Angel isn't great, but because, in her own words, the person with the most accomplishments should win. Now we got fans divided, and even her teammate Aerial Atkins, after the game today, had to step in and say, hey, the crown is heavy. But you know, I feel like if you're going to talk about the crown being heavy, you have to be able to embrace the accolades, and you got to be able to stand firm on accountability also. Just like Caitlin Clark faced criticism, chaos off the court, you know, situations about stuff that she had nothing to do with. She had to answer the questions for it. But now, all of a sudden, Chicago Sky teammates and the media, everybody's like, oh, let's just keep it about basketball. That's what they want to say now. You know, Angel can't dodge the fire when people start asking the higher questions. That's a part of winning the crown. Trust me, as somebody that's named King, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody that's named King Jordan. That's my real name. That's my government name. My government name is King David Jordan. That's my government. And there's somebody that's named King David Jordan. I understand at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, you got to be able to take the criticism and the accolades. Greatness doesn't come without scrutiny. I don't know who's in the camp or who's on the team or whoever's trying to say it. They keep trying to say, oh, she's just 20. No, this is her second year. She's not a rookie anymore. She's not a rookie anymore. This is her second year in the league. And greatness does not come without scrutiny. And if you're going to wear the crown, you have to be able to deal with scrutiny. Angel's reach is massive. We can't argue that. Nobody can argue that Angel's reach is massive. She's the number one social media person in the league. She's by social media merit, she's the most popular player in the league. That doesn't necessarily register to viewerships and stuff like that. But as far as social media, she's popular player. No question. But when we speak of this BET, Black Entertainment Television, and we're talking about the pedigree of athletes that was on that list, from Olympic champions to undefeated boxers to MVPs, all in the mix. People were questioning whether it's influence outweighing the performance. And that's what we've been saying for the last couple of years. Like, and really, that's a fair criticism. If we're gonna call Caitlin Clark out for off-court drama, we got to keep the same energy here. If y'all try to say she's also on the same level, you have to keep that same energy. But a lot of times we're devoid. Of certain accountability. A lot of times they're void of, hey, I only want the positive. And I understand that. But when you talk about you're the top dog or that you're wearing the crown, oh man, scrutiny is on the way. And I've been saying it for the last 2 years. You can be unapologetically you, but you have to be able to endure the scrutiny. You got to stand up, and you got to stand up and take the criticism when it comes. You got to be able to stand on your feet when they ask the tough questions and answer the questions. And the Chicago Sky has to stop babying her, put out there and say, hey, man, sink or swim. Unless they know that she's not ready to do it yet. Which could possibly be, that's why they're protecting her so much. You know, because let's be honest, Angel Reese has played horribly this season. Horribly. Horribly. She's regressed. And we haven't been able to ask her a legitimate question like, hey, why aren't you getting better? The media can't come to her and say, Angel, we saw you during the Met Gala. We saw you on every commercial. We saw that you had won this summer. And that's what they said. They said Angel Reese won the summer. That's what they told us. They said Angel Reese is run. And we were like, okay, cool. If she's won the summer, then all right, we need her to be able to ask her these questions. Though, okay, why you not balling? Why you not putting up the numbers that you're supposed to put up? Since she won the summer. And let's keep it a buck. They are protecting her. And we keep it just really, really, and this ain't even like trying to throw shade. This ain't trying to put her throw her under the bus. It's just calling a spade a spade. They are protecting her because she's played like trash this entire season. But let them tell us she won the offseason. These are all the reasons why she is the BET Sportswoman of the Year. Because off the court, she was putting in that work. Everywhere except the WNBA, she was putting in that work. This is why they said, hey, you got the crown. We saw you on all the commercials. And let's be honest. We didn't just do this. And the media just hadn't done this with Angel Reese. The media hasn't just done that with Angel Reese. The media did that. We did that with Baker Mayfield. Y'all remember year before last? When Baker Mayfield had a horrible season, but we kept seeing Baker Mayfield on every Hulu commercial. Every time we went, we saw Baker Mayfield on TV, and people started saying, Baker Mayfield, man, we see you on all these commercials, but you're not balling. Your team is losing. You might need to make the main thing the main thing. And we wonder why Claressa Shields is sitting there saying, hey guys, wait a minute. Wait. How is Angel Reese winning the Sportsman of the Year in 2025? Not 2023, not 2020, not 2024, but 2025. After last year. She hadn't won anything. She hasn't won compared to everybody. Now let's look at the list. And then we're gonna I want to get to the game. Oh, I got a lot to talk about tonight. Because Erica Atkins, we're gonna bring you to the top of the corner, baby. We're gonna bring you to we gotta bring Aerial Atkins in front of the community. She gotta come in front of the citizens. But we first gotta bring BET. And I told y'all when the Angel, everybody got mad at me when I said this. And I told y'all at the beginning, before her career even started in the WNBA, I said, listen, man, but the darling, the sports darling in my community, and the Black folks community, is Angel Reese and Shadur Sanders. In our community, those are two that we feel like can't do anything wrong. We feel like can't do it. And people like, what are you talking about? I'm just telling y'all that those are the two that be in my community. That's the two that we jump on their bandwagon more than anybody else. We support them more than anybody else. Right? And see, this is the thing, because we gotta have to keep it fair, because the thing is this. We love Shadur in Colorado, right? But now we're like, he's in the league now. What is he gonna do in the NFL? Angel, we love what you did at LSU. They more than me. I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. But they love what you did in LSU. They loved all that. But now you in the league. What have you done for me lately? And that's why Claressa Shields is calling her out and saying, hey, man, if this is about accolades, isn't this supposed to be about accolades, not popularity? Shouldn't this be about our accolades and what we did and not a popularity contest? She said, quote, I thought the one with the most accomplishments would win. Not the one with the most compliments. I need to write that one down. Oh. I thought the one with the most accomplishments. Not the one with the most compliments. What have you accomplished? That's the person that should win. And if you look at the list, can we go down the list? If you look at the list of who she beat, you got to be like, yeah. Here's another one. They handed this one to her. Maybe last year. But this is the third year in a row. Now she's tied the great Serena Williams in BET Sportswoman Awards of the Year. We like, yo, Angel Reese is cool. But she's nowhere on the level of a Serena Williams. That's president of the moment type stuff. That's president of the moment type stuff. These are the people who she beat out. Now here's Angel Reese, who's a WNBA player. That's her main thing. That's the main thing. And then we're gonna talk about the people who beat out. Then we're gonna talk about her accolades. Do we have her accolades? Let's see. Let's go to her accolades first. Then we come back and talk about the people who she beat out. What they based this on. All right? What they based this on was more of what she's done off the court than she's done on the field. They're basing this, they said that Angel Reese's case is strong because of a NIL powerhouse. Which makes no sense because Coco is the richest black female athlete in the world. Crossover into pop culture. Huge brand deals. Visibility for women's basketball. That would be one Caitlin Clark. A major social media presence. And this is the big one. BET audience alignment. What does that even mean? We know what that means. BET audience. These are the reasons why Angel Reese had a case of winning the BET Awards. NIL powerhouse, you're in the league now. Crossover into pop culture. She is number one in the WNBA when it comes to followers. Huge brand deals. We just showed you she won the summer. Visibility before women's basketball, that's Caitlin Clark. Major social media presence, we talked about that with the huge brands. That should be your crossover to pop culture. And BET audience alignment. These are all the reasons why Angel Reese won BET Sportswoman of the Year. Now, these are the people that she beat. These are the people that were also nominees. Now, mind you, everybody know I'm not a huge Angel Wilson fan. But Angel Wilson is a WNBA champion. Coco Gauff won her first Grand Slam at the U.S. Open, was ranked, I think she's ranked number 2 or number 3 in the whole world in her profession, which is tennis. And she's the number one, she makes the most money out of any black female athlete. Coco Gauff is the richest. Then we got Simone Biles, who returned last year in the Olympics in gymnastics and won gold again. The most Olympic goals of all time. Sha'Carri Richardson, fastest woman in the world champion in the 100 millimeter. I think she won 2 gold medals also. Flau'jae Johnson, no. LSU guard and rising star. Also BET favorite with music crossover. Okay, I can see the music in the sports. I get it. I get it. The culture. I get it. Juju, USC freshman phenom broke records in her debut season. Dawn Staley led Carolina to another national championship in the Coach of the Year. And Claressa Shields, who actually was strong enough to speak out on it, she's an undisputed boxing champion. 2 weight division dominance. Number 1 in her craft. But some kind of way, out of all those people and the greatness, you got an MVP, you got gold medalists, you got the young lady that just won the freaking French Open. They gave her a standing ovation at the game tonight when Angel Reese's team was getting blown out by 34. But some kind of way, we still end up with Angel Reese as the BET. And I understand Claressa Shields for saying, okay, cool. Now, I mean, they might be mad at Claressa Shields for taking Remy Ma's husband, but hey, we talk about sports here. We talk about sports here. They might be out saying, the whole Remy Ma, Papoose, Claressa Shields, whole affair fiasco might have something to do with the fact that she didn't win. But I'm just saying, if we care strictly about sports, Angel Reese would probably be the last one on this list. If we talk accolades about sports, other than maybe Juju and Flage, you can't put Angel Reese over Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson's a WNBA champion, MVP contender, and dominate every season. You can't put over Coco Gauff. Even though Coco Gauff had some questionable things after the French Open to say, hey, she's still been putting in the work. She won her first Grand Slam, U.S. Open, and then she just won the French Open. You can't put over Coco Gauff. And she's the number 1 in finance. Simone Biles, multiple-time champion, multiple-time Olympic gold medalist. Can't put her ahead of her. Sha'Carri Richardson, same. Fastest woman in the world. World champion. 2-time gold medalist. Can't put her ahead of her. Dawn Staley. I don't even like Dawn Staley like that. But Dawn Staley led South Carolina to a national champion, Coach of the Year. You really can't put her in front of her. I'm trying to figure out how did she win? That's what everybody's trying to say. How did she win? Especially looking at the product that's on the court right now. And we're not hating on her. We're not putting her down. We're not saying she is a great person. We're not talking about her we're not talking about her attitude, which a lot of people don't like. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We're not even talking about, we're just talking strictly about sports, Ariel. We're talking about the game. You guys have lost this year by an average of 25 points? You've only beaten the worst team in the league. But she's supposed to be a superstar. And before tonight, it was some people questioning whether or not she should still be in the starting lineup. Oh, y'all don't. And we talk about Angel Reese. And many fans felt like, and Claressa felt like someone like Sha'Carri or Asia had a stronger on-court statistical resume. And that's true. Once again, Angel, it's popular. But when you have Olympic champions and MVP champions that's in the same sport that she plays, people will continue to question whether it is influence outweighing performance. Are we going after the accomplishments or the compliments? And other than Glorilla and Glorilla winning the Gospel Award at BET, this is the second one. I think there's the only thing that's worse than this one. At least Glorilla did have Kurt Franklin and Maverick City and Kiara Shear all the song with it. This is all we're saying. It's not that. We just want you to perform on the court. Thank you so much for joining the King Joe Show. We thank you so much for joining the King Joe Show. If you really will, hit that like and subscribe. I'm here for a minute tonight. Y'all buckle up. We're gonna be here for it. We're gonna break this thing all the way down. Y'all buckle up. We here for a minute tonight. We ain't gonna cut you short. Let everybody know, hey, King Joe's on. It's one of them shows tonight. And if we talk about it, let's talk about tonight's game. Okay? Angel Reese had the final score, New York Liberty beat the Chicago Sky 85-20-66. Angel Reese tonight had her season high 17 points, 11 rebounds, 4 offensive, 7 defensive, her 30th career double-double in 42 games, fastest in WNBA history. She added 3 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals in 31 minutes. Aerial Atkins came and added 11 points off of 5 of 11, 45%, 4 rebounds and 5 assists. In the overview, the Chicago Sky dominated the boards in the first half 21-12, but trailed by 20 by the break. They struggled with turnovers and shooting, finished with 36.2% field goal. They had a couple of big bright spots with Rachel Bannum's 15, strong output. Haley Van Lith came and hit her first 3, and I like that Westfield. The Westfield girl is going to be all right. But Liberty highlights off a historic 9-0 start. 23 by Sabrina, 23-7, Brianna 18-7. They were done by the mid-fourth quarter. They exploded out the game with a 12-0 run, and it stretched out to a 34 blowout margin before they took the gas off, the foot off the gas. And people look at Angel Reese 17 points, 11 rebounds, and be like, she had a great game. They won't look at the negative 20, negative 24. They won't see what really happened. But let's break the game down. And this is what people are talking about. Can we break the game down? And see, a lot of people, and we've been having discussions behind closed doors with my crew and my team and everything. We've been having discussions. I said, man, you know what? I really think they should bench Angel Reese. And they was like, what? I said, Angel Reese should probably come off the bench. And I was like, why? I said, because I saw this conversation earlier with E. I said, I had told her, my thought process. She said, why? She said, King, she's playing so well. She has, at halftime, she's balling. In the first half, she had what? She had hit 5 field goals out of 6 attempts. She was shooting 83% and had 9 rebounds and 1 assist in the first half. All right? She was the first half. She's like, how can you say in the first half? How can you say that she should be coming off the bench? You sound ridiculous. And I said, Ella, that first half, Angel Reese is wide open. She said, what? I said, they didn't even play Angel Reese. I was like, they wasn't even guarding Angel Reese. She was wide open. I said, I actually think without, and then there was missing Jaquel Jones too, which is a huge download player, right? Jaquel Jones is crazy. And I said, they wasn't guarding. She's like, okay. I was like, okay, cool. Let me show you. This is the first half.
Door cut. Allen can't finish it. Reese, the board and the putback. That was an area Sandy Brunk for Chicago. Cloud checks out after her second foul. Rebecca Gardner in for New York. So too is Maureen Johannes, the electric French guard, as Reese sticks the jumper.
Hopefully I won't get
Here's Van Lith.
Big for
into the corner. Reese will try again and knock it down.
All right, so let's look at Angel Reese's score. Turn the button.
Backdoor cut.
All right. So let's look at what's happening with Angel Reese right here. Great. 5 for 6. Awesome. But let's keep it honest. Let's keep it a buck. The game plan. This is what I want to tell y'all about Chicago Sky. This is what I want to tell y'all. This is her second year. And you know how people are saying now Angel Reese is having a slump. She's in a slump year. Right? It's like, oh, it's a sophomore year slump. And I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you why people have sophomore year slumps. Tell you why. Because when you come to the league, it's not very much tape on you. People don't know how you legitimately, how you play. What's your tendencies? What the way they should play you. So they're trying to figure you out. That's how come a lot of times that first year, it's no tape. They're just watching you play. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining the King Joe's show. It's no tape. They're just watching you play. But once the tape comes out on you, then they start figuring out how to play you and how to guard you. Now you have to do what? Adjust. Or during the off season, you work on your game to get in a position where your game has evolved, where now they have to make their adjustments to your game. And the tape is out, just like it was out on Caitlin Clark, guarding 90 feet, put a taller defender on her, a more athletic defender on her, guarding 90 feet. And she struggled, but then by the end of the year, she figured it out. Now they're trying to implement different defenses now. That's what they're doing to Angel Reese. And guess what the tape says? The tape says Angel Reese is shooting under 40%. We'll take our luck that she'll miss these shots. We will bet. We will leave her open and rather guard other players than guard Angel Reese. This is true story. They would say, hey, the tape is leave Angel Reese open. Chances are she's going to miss the wide open layup. Even after tonight, she's still averaging 9 points, 12.3 rebounds. Before tonight, she had more rebounds than she had points. Think about that now. She had more rebounds than she had points. Now, last time I checked, they give you 2 points for a bucket. So you got 2-1, and she had more rebounds than she had points. So if you're a coach and you're saying, okay, let her do what she do. We'll be all right. Let her play her game. We'll be all right. She's shooting under 40%, around 30. So they say, hey, 1 in 3 shots she's going to miss. What's up, David? What's up, both of my David? What's up, Lorraine? Carmen, how are you? Mark, what's going on, my brother? How is everybody? Will, how are you doing? Sean, William, thank you. Thank you to all you guys. Thank you guys so much. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button. But they're saying, hey, we'll let her shoot. She's only going to hit 1 of her 3 shots. And if she does hit a couple of shots, we're cool with that because guess what? The offense doesn't flow when she shoots. He said sometimes you even get 3 points a bucket. That's hilarious. You're right, David. HBLs was straight up garbage. Harry Van Liff was there. Harry Van Liff is struggling. She's a rookie. I think with her and Westfield, what's it like, Westball? When her and Westball get some experience, those are 2 you got to work out for. And maybe Cardoso. Cardoso got to have a little bit of attitude. Instead of them having Shaq talk to Angel Reese, Shaq should have went and talked to Cardoso. That's who they really need Shaq to go talk to, Cardoso. But let's not act like Angel Reese has been balling this year. You shoot 10%. What they're saying is go ahead and let her shoot. That's what they're saying. Let her shoot. Let her shoot. Let her play. That's all they're saying. But you're saying heavy duty. Let her play. Even after tonight, let's look at even after tonight. Let's look at her stats. Let's go split screen. Let's look at her stats. All right. So if we come up tonight, if we look at her stats for the total, 7 games, 28 minutes. All right, y'all see it. Now I just want to show you. Show you guys. Let's go to all. She's averaging 9 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, which is down for a career. Because the career is last year she did 13 points, 5.6 offensive rebounds, 8.1 defensive rebounds. Her defensive rebounds are down, but her offensive rebounds are up. She's averaging 13 rebounds, which is what she averaged her rookie year. Well, so far this year, she's only averaging 12 rebounds. So she's down on all and every category. It's her offensive rebounds. Playing 28 minutes a game, almost 30 minutes a game, 9 points. Down at she's up at offensive rebound, down at defensive rebounds. Altogether, her total rebounds are down this year. Her assists are up 0.7, the point forward. She got 2 or 3 assists a game, that pop forward board. She got more steals, good job. Less blocks. And with that point forward is bringing a whole 1.5 more turnovers. But let's get to the biggie right over here. Right? The biggie is this. She's shooting 30% from the field. And that's after tonight. 30.9%. 33%, that ain't bad. But she's only taking what? One 3-point out of 4, so she's 1 out of 4. 33% from 3-point, and she shoots 70% from the free throw line. So other than steals and assists, everything else is worse. Everything else is worse. Now ask me one question, because I know what's going to happen. I want y'all to ask me one question. Have I said anything about her character? Have I said anything about her as a... Put it in the chat. Has King said anything about Angel Reese's character? Has King said anything about her person, her personality? Have I said anything about if I like her, if I don't like her? Have I said one thing about that? I answer it for you. I haven't. You know why I don't have to say anything about that? Because these numbers speak for themselves. Her team is 2-7 now? These 2-6. They speak for themselves. So I don't have to diss her personality. I don't have to say what she is and what she is. I haven't said anything about it. I've been talking strictly stats and strictly what's happening on the court. And that should be fair for all players, not just injuries. But it's also fair for someone in the category that was up for an award to question what happened with that award. It's also fair for the media to ask a question and ask, all right, you hear what's going on, what they saying outside. And they didn't even say exactly what Claressa Shields said. They just said, hey, man, now mind you, I will tell you how hypocritical this is. I will tell you how hypocritical. A large thing of her success is due to social media. Would you agree? Think about that now. A large amount of her success is based on social media. The 4.3 million people that's supporting her. But for some reason, when we ask about what's happening in the media, this is what Chicago wants to say to us.
Tonight for for all the scrutiny you do receive online and stuff of that nature, what kind of messages a game like this send to them, as well as just the kind of momentum that this can build for you throughout the season. For you, Angel, tonight you were extremely efficient, played with a lot of poise and confidence tonight. For for all the scrutiny you do receive online and stuff of that nature, what kind of messages a game like this send to them, as well as just the kind of momentum that this can build for you throughout the season?
Yeah, obviously don't worry about what's going on online. I get so much love in person. I haven't ever had a negative encounter in person ever.
Yeah. We know she worries about what happens online. That's kind of, have y'all been to her? Have y'all been to her social media pages? Y'all see her on TikTok? That's cap. Like, yeah, off the rip, she's capping. That's first and foremost. It's cap. I'm gonna show you. Y'all, split the screen.
We're in Chicago. It's only right. I haven't pulled out a fur yet. Shout out, thank you to my mate. Okay. That be level real quick. I'm feeling like Lil Kim. Feeling like New York. I'm feeling like Chicago. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all the boots. The boots. See. Hold on. Jennifer Lee. Shout out to you, baby, for making some heels in the tall girls. My brain coming now. She said, "Who run the world, girls?" Happy game day.
And she went out there and scored.
We're gonna show you the fit. It's 10.
And she commits to go out there.
Chicago. It's only right. I haven't pulled out the fur yet.
It's going 4 points.
Shout out, thank you to my mate.
And had 7 rebounds.
That be level real quick.
We have to call.
I'm feeling like
we have to call Cap.
Lil Kim.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know y'all don't want to. I know y'all don't want to.
Chicago.
I know y'all don't want to. But we definitely have to call Cap. It's a must. It's a must. But let her sell it. you know, I'm just telling y'all. Let's keep it focused.
I've never had an encounter in person that was negative. So people online are behind a keyboard for a reason, and I don't worry about that stuff. I trust my work. My teammates trust me, and I was telling Miller.
What kind of messages a game like this send to them, as well as just the kind of momentum that this can build for you throughout the season?
Yeah, I obviously don't worry about what's going on online. I get so much love in person. I haven't ever had a negative encounter in person ever.
That you was getting from Indiana Fever fans. You talking about how that's all last year. That's all we was talking about. How racist and how Caitlin Clark had to speak out against the racism of Hush, King. Let it play. Let it play. I'm hush. Keep playing it. Keep playing. This is what we're hearing now.
And I've been going through this for 3 years. I've never had an encounter in person that was negative. So people online are behind a keyboard for a reason, and I don't worry about that stuff. I trust my work. My teammates trust me. And I was telling Miller today, like, she felt like she was having a rough day, and I was like, how many times have I had a rough day? And you picked me up. So don't get down on yourself. I know my teammates have my back, my coaches have my back, and that's all that really matters. I don't have to prove anything to anybody but myself and my teammates.
Second row on the left.
Angela, I know tonight was not as you
I'm sorry.
expected.
Can I say something? This is a 23-year-old kid, and the amount of
now watch this. Watch the glazing that happens.
So whatever questions y'all got like about our team, basketball wise, we appreciate it, but all the other nonsense, like, it's irrelevant. Like, we here to play basketball and do what we do. We having a hard time right now at the end of the day. Just a 23-year-old kid who handles herself with grace. Her crown is heavy. So whatever else, like, y'all want to come at her for the way that she acts, she has to build the wall. She has to have the wall. Because if she doesn't, people will break her down. Not only just because of the way she looks, but it's because of the way she carries herself. She doesn't just walk around and act like, oh, I'm this. No, she knows who she is. And we ain't going to break her down for that. So whatever other questions y'all got, like, I'm hoping it's just about basketball, maybe a box score question, but the kid's crown is heavy.
Now, my question is, what crown? Somebody please tell me, what crown are they talking about? Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? First of all, I don't worry about what social media, what they do on the day. People behind keyboards. Your whole success is based on social media. Every time we turn around, you post it on social media. You had that outfit on. You read that outfit that we did in that video just a second ago, and went out there and scored what was it? 4.7 rebounds and a 30-point blowout to your nemesis on national television. Come on now. Come on now, y'all. Hey, and the words of the wise man from Louisiana, come on now, y'all. And the words of Bootsy, come on now. Hey, we got to get that sample. Come on now, y'all. Come on now, y'all. Let's keep this. Let's keep this real. That's some BS. Come on now, y'all. This is what we're talking about. And then for Aerial Atkins to get on in this interview and be like, yo, what crown does she wear? She won something? Oh, the BET Sportswoman. Yeah, that's the crown y'all talking about. Okay, all right, y'all talking about sports. Okay, all right. But that's why they're questioning the crown. Because the accolades does not equal the compliments. We don't talk, we're not worried about, listen, see, this is the thing. They're trying, it's honestly what it is deflection, right? It's real, they're being disingenuous. She was being disingenuous. Aerial Atkins, you were being disingenuous. And Aerial Atkins, let me tell you something. Look at Aerial Atkins. Let me tell you something. I know you felt like you was. Go get closer. I know you felt like you was helping Angel, but another way you can help Angel, Aerial Atkins, is hit some buckets. Play like you got a new contract and a team that invested in you, Play like you know what you're playing and stop playing sorry and give them 4, 5, 6 points a game this year. Hit some buckets. Oh, this all let me put you on your back. Oh, that's cool and everything. I get it. It might help in the locker room. But what would really help Angel Reese is if you play better. Because you've been a major disappointment this year. And I'm talking strict. I don't know you personally. I am talking strictly about the box score. She's 23. This is her second year. These teams, Chicago is invested in you, and them Sky fans deserve better. We heard Candace Parker talking about how great of a coach Tyler Marsh is. Now we all are questioning that. Like everybody they is questioning whether or not Tyler Marsh is a great coach right now. Because I think Tyler Marsh has an issue. And I'm gonna tell y'all what the issue is in a second. I got thumbs up. Thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Please hit that like and subscribe. Get a thumbs up if you love it. People are sitting there, they're questioning. We're not talking about her character. She does it to herself. If Angel Reese would have come dressing like this, if she would have showed up to the games looking like this, right? If she want to show up to the games looking like that, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to perform. Go out there and ball out. If Angel Reese is averaging what she did tonight, we wouldn't say nothing. We'd be like, all right, we see you. But when you're averaging 9 points, 12 rebounds and 5 turnovers, and your team is 2-7, losing on the average of 25 to 26 points a game, we're going to look at you like you're crazy. And Tyler Marsh, you're going to get fired. I've been hearing they was about to fire you tonight if y'all would have lost by 30 again. Tyler Marsh, you're going to get fired, bro. You're going to get fired. You're not listening to me. I'm trying to stop you from getting fired. It might be too late. They're going to fire you. And I'm going to tell you why they're going to fire you. Because one thing that you don't have, and it's not really your fault. It is, but it's not. It's not really your fault. They put you in a bad situation. Front office put you in a bad situation. They hung their hat on a 38-year-old point guard that was mid at best. Maybe a little better. But her best years are behind her. Her career is probably maybe even over right now. And they put their bet on that, and they also put their bet and their hopes in you, Angel Reese, an overranked power forward that was a 7th pick in the draft that doesn't have an offensive skill bag. It's getting better though. And let me say this. I did see some things tonight. I was like, okay, she has been working. But just imagine that she was all in on her skill. Just imagine that she was 100% all in. I still don't think she's going to give you, I think the height of her career may be a 17-point double-double. But Tyler Marsh, let me tell you what's going to get you the series. Listen, y'all join me tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Indiana Fever getting dusted tonight, but in Atlanta. But the honest to God truth, Tyler Marsh, they set you up for failure because this is what you can't do. And I've been telling you this all season. It's going to be a long season. You know why? Y'all can't score. Y'all can't score. Y'all can't score. That's why you guys are losing by such high margins. Y'all cannot score. Y'all don't have any scorers on your team. That's why everybody say y'all should have kept Kennedy Carter. Your team is shooting like 30%, bro. Tonight New York scored 85, y'all scored 66. And they took the brakes off. They took the foot off the gas around midway through the fourth quarter. You can't score. You don't have scores. And that really is the issue with you. The 2 games that you guys won, what did you guys do? Y'all scored. But you had somebody that was super high. I think one of the games y'all won, Camilla had 23, Erica had 17, Vesloot had 13, and Rebecca Allen had 13. That's one. And then the other game y'all won, Erica had 26, Angel had 14, Kia Nurse had 11, Courtney Vandersloot had 15. Y'all don't have any scores, bro. And what you need to do right now, and I know you can't. Let me tell you something. Let me get on the Angel Reese fans. If I'm not mistaken, what I heard tonight, and I think he echoed something that I was gonna say. But the main problem with this is that Chicago, if y'all listen to the broadcast tonight, he explained it to you. If y'all caught it, I caught it. Susie said it. And I was like, oh man. Chicago will go through the season and be one of the worst teams, maybe the worst team in this in the WNBA. But it helps them none, 0%. And the reason it doesn't help them is because they don't have a first round draft pick. When they traded up one spot to get Angel Reese, they traded this year's first round draft picks, the coming year's first round draft picks, to the Lynx. So the Lynx could possibly win the championship. Minnesota Lynx could possibly win the championship and then turn around and get the first pick of the draft. All because of the Angel Reese trade. That's crazy. So if I'm not mistaken, so at the end of the day, only thing they can get is maybe a 10th and 11th pick. That's crazy. So it's a bad situation that isn't gonna get better. And then the Aerial Atkins is sitting at the top. Hey, we need Grace. Did they chase a pitch for Aerial Atkins too? No. The Washington Mystics. I'm sorry, I said the Binks. I meant the Mystics. The trade also included rights to swap first round picks with Chicago in 2027. Man, this is all bad. And this is because this is not everybody else is doing. They put all their eggs in this basket, and this basket doesn't look like it's getting better unless they make some changes. I'm gonna tell you the changes you need to make, Tyler Marshall. You need to go out there, and if you go out there, I will tell you what you do. I know you started Rebecca Allen tonight. I think you should continue to start Rebecca Allen. I think that's what you continue to do. You continue to start Rebecca Allen. The second thing you need to do, other than start Rebecca Allen, another thing you need to do is you need to go out there and you got to start playing your young players more. Now, this season is a wash. It's a wash. I forgot who they played as. So you play the Liberty, you play Atlanta Dream, who's balling. Then you play Connecticut, you may win that. You play the Mystics, the Mercury, the Sky, the Dream again, the Sparks, you might win. The Valkyries are playing very good basketball. The Sparks, you might win. You got the Lynx, the Mystics, the Wings, the Lynx, the Dream, the Lynx, the Storm, the Fever. Yeah, it's over with, man. Hey, play them young guys. Get Haley Van Lith as much as she can get in. Get what's her name? Get Westball in as much as she can. Play the young people. Get Angel, get Cardoso as much experience as they can. That's what you do this year. I don't understand why you have Brandon out there starting tonight. You better get Van Lith as much experience as she can. The more comfortable she gets, the quicker she gets comfortable, the better it is for your team in the future. And like I said, before tonight, I was like, hey, if Angel came back and only scored 4 points and 7 rebounds again, you got to bench her. You got to sit her down. I still kind of feel like you might need to bring Angel off the bench. Either her or Cardoso. One of those you're going to have to bring off the bench. Because what happens is both of those, when the ball goes, they both run to the glass. It hurts the spacing. I heard a guy say about, why don't y'all run the high-low screen roll with Angel and Cardoso? I'm like, yo, it's not working. All you got to do is you front and one and you playing over the other. Angel can't shoot. She can't stretch the defense. I'm playing Maddie Westbell because Maddie can stretch the floor. She can shoot, and she got a bag. She got a nice little turnaround fade. She shot some air balls tonight, but one was a rush, and another one she kind of missed. But I'm getting those young guns, getting them in the game, and getting them acclimated with the game, getting them more playing time. I was glad that Maddie got a little bit more playing time after the game because she came in last game and she scored more than all of your starters except for Cardoso last game. So Tyler Marsh, you have an opportunity. Man, get this team right. You got a chance to build something, but you're gonna have to trust your younger players. And I was thinking about making Angel Assist Man of the Year. I know the Reese's piece is so hot right now. They fuming with me saying that. But what else can you do? Like you gotta switch up. You gotta do something to try to get the team back. You gotta do something to kind of send a message. Cut some minutes. Do something to send a message to your team. Because without this, you're losing you're getting destroyed. You're getting destroyed. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you guys think. How you guys feel about it. I know a couple people are upset. You've already shown me. It's fine. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe button. But y'all let me know. Cardoso once again, it was a non-factor. She shot. I mean, she's starting to play like Angel Reese a little bit, where she's not setting her feet when she shoots. Come on, Cardoso, you better than that. I can't even do you got a Cardoso tonight. You better than that, Cardoso. You better than that. But it's a lot of work to be done, and a lot of people are starting to say what King been said the whole time. Is Angel Reese overrated? In order to continue to be the $1 million, you got to win. If your team keeps being at the bottom of the barrel, the bottom of the list every year you're losing. And I was saying this earlier today to someone earlier today. I was saying, listen, putting on stats at a bad team is kind of is window dressing. I was like, what you mean? I said, because it's like when you had Bradley Beal, who was on the Wizards. Oh, he was out there balling. He was the best player on the bad team. 20 points here, 30 points. He had stats. A lot of people said in the comment section that Angel been padding those stats. He has stats. But when he got to finish, you was thinking that this is going to be a super team. And you realize, like, nah, he's just a decent player. He's a decent player on the what made them look like an outstanding. A lot of people haven't given up hope. But I'm not telling y'all Reese's Pieces. I'm not telling you to give up hope. I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you, hey, man, you can't come up here and sit up here. And when we're criticizing her for having a horrible year, which she's having, and having a sophomore slump, when she's having, we're talking about stats. Aerial Atkins, we're not talking about her personality. That could be questioned too. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about strictly, what are you doing on the court? And it's what are you doing off the court, a distraction to what you're doing on the court. And that's a fair assessment. That's a fair question. Thank you guys so much. Independent Aquaman, what's going on? Dunn J, what's up? Tariq. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all so much. All those who can say you winning the BET, you hate your own skin color. Hey, stop that, bro. How we hate our own skin color when we want somebody else black to win? You sound ridiculous. Come on, Independent Aquaman. All those who can say the reason winning BET, you hate your own skin. See, this is stupid stuff that we say. That's utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Everybody on the list is black. It's BET. What are you talking about? It's BET. It's black entertainment. Everybody's black on there. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about you heard against Clark. Clark wasn't that the BET the Women's of the Year last year? Are you crazy? This is when people say, like, y'all can't say something that's utterly ridiculous. That's hilarious. Oh, he said it was sarcasm. Okay, I'm sorry. All right. I was scared. Sorry. I apologize. You have my apologies. Taco Man. All right, he said it was a sarcasm. Okay. Yeah, hey, AR. In Chicago, LG or Beaver AR getting homeless to becoming a teachable. Okay, all right, I apologize. You know, but yo, we don't come with y'all hate y'all kind. Don't come with we hate black women. It's the BT Sportswoman of the Year. They all black women. That's crazy. They hit us with that. They hate it because we said, hey, BT should have selected someone else. They said, oh, you hate black women. You hate your color. They all black. Everybody nominated black. Everybody nominated black. You had me for a second there. You know what I'm saying? You had me. I was like, okay. Well, I was like, wait a minute. That's crazy. But that's the stuff that we want. That's the narrative that they want to play. When we are really talking about, hey, success on the court, success in your business, success in your field. Right? You can win the summer, but lose on the court. You know why Michael Jordan is Michael Jordan? Because Michael Jordan won 6 championships. LeBron James, they was killing LeBron James until he went to Miami and won a championship. And even after then, they still was killing LeBron. Today, they still kill LeBron. You know why we love Kobe? He got it done. With and without Shaq. What are you guys talking about? You know why we like Candace Parker? She got it done. Oh my! You know why we like Cynthia Cooper? I was gonna say the other the swoop. I was gonna say we don't like her though. But hey, you know why we like Cynthia Cooper? She got it done. Tina Thompson got it done. Pat the back. We don't want the participation trophies. Claressa Shields right. It's a participation. Is this a participation trophy, or is this about what you did on the court? Because all them girls, everybody else is a champion of that year. They won that year. Last year they won. Coco won U.S. Open. Takari Richardson won the 100 millimeter. 100, yeah. Simone Biles won gold in gymnastics, Olympics. Claressa Shields won kept her championship belt. Come on now. Y'all gotta stop. Sheldon's got a dub, but then she lost a behind in the process. She lost a behind. That's who got done with Cynthia Cooper. I appreciate that, love, no Savage. I appreciate that. But let's keep it a buck, guys. We don't wish any hardship or badness on anybody, but we're gonna call it state. We're gonna keep it honest. And the community is very behind Angel Reese, which is fine. I don't know. They said Angel Reese won all right, but man, that's like winning the YMCA championship. That's like winning the church league. That's like winning the church league championship. And I'm gonna tell you, but let me say this though. She wasn't even in the game when they played in the all right championship. She was on a plane. If I'm not mistaken, Angel Reese didn't play in the championship game in the all right. Yeah, she didn't even play the championship game. Angel Reese missed the championship game due to a hand injury. She sustained an injury during the regular season finals. Nah, that wasn't why she missed. What are you guys talking about? And I honestly think, I'm gonna be honest with you though, I think that hand's still gonna control. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing that. The hand still coming. She trying to tough her way through. But that's cool. It's probably gone. All I'm saying is this: we just hold people accountable. If you don't like the accountability, that's fine. But we're gonna hold you accountable. We're gonna do like God did. We ain't one of the ones that's not gonna hold women accountable. We're gonna hold you accountable. But that's a part of being fair, that's a part of being fair. You know what I'm saying? And not being shoving. It's holding you accountable like I would hold a man accountable. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So we cover it all. We cover it all. And the crazy thing is this: we have people hating on us for covering WNBA, but then they turn around, if we be like, we're not studying it, then they call us chauvinistic. Like, so it's a lose-lose. Like, if we cover it and talk about it like we talk about all the other sports, Dunjay, if we talk about it like we talk about all the other sports, we get called, oh, now we list them in. But then if we don't cover it, we be like, oh, we ain't watching that mess. It's all a bunch of females. Now we shoving this. So which is it? We just rather enjoy the sport and talk about the WNBA. Trust me, 2 years ago, we wouldn't have did this. Before one Caitlin Clark got into the league, we wouldn't have talked about this like this. Trust me, I definitely wouldn't. But we here now. And it's good for the sport. Only idiots think that us not covering it's not good for the sport. It's good for the sport. We're growing the sport. When I sit up here and sing about Danger Nate, who sit up here just killing people on the court. They got charged a whole 47. Y'all saw that? Well, how much they charged Danger Nate? They tried to take a whole $40. It's like $46. It's less than $50. I'm like, wow, the WNBA show be fine out. They show whole day. They players accountable, whole $50. You almost killed the lady. We're going to hold everybody accountable. Everybody. Listen, man, much prayers go out to all those out there that's going on in California, man, in the country, keeping everybody on their prayers. You know what I'm saying? Praying for the country, healing. Everybody's going on, man. I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy your night. I'm Katie. I hope you enjoyed the show. Even if you disagree or you didn't like it, let me know what you think in the comment section. Should Angel Reese have won the BET Sports Woman of the Year, or does Claressa have a point? And is Aerial Atkins out of line for telling the media not to question? Because at the end of the day, Chicago Sky media is being one of the most hypocritical media franchises, sports franchises this year. The Chicago Sky media has been super hypocritical this year. Because when all that stuff at the beginning of the year came out about racism, all they wanted to do was question. Last year, when all that stuff was happening with Caitlin, when that stuff happened with Kennedy Carter, with the person at the hotel, with Caitlin, it's Caitlin's responsibility to speak out. Remember, Dejanay, it's Caitlin's responsibility to speak out. Hey, I'm glad she spoke out. Everybody was asking Caitlin to speak out on behalf of racism and on behalf of everything. But now we're having the conversation that's going on about the game. Now you don't want to do, oh, we just want to keep about the box score. This year, they had a fake racist investigation at the Chicago Sky got blew out by 30. And everybody on the Indiana staff got asked about it. Everybody. They went straight to Katie Clark. Well, you know, there's supposed to be racism in the stadium. How do you feel about racism? Did you denounce it? Well, we're so glad that Katie Clark spoke out against what's happening. That had nothing to do with the basketball. That had nothing to do with the box score. And then we found out it's fake, and we yet to get an apology for the Chicago Sky organization. We yet get an apology for the WNBA. But then somebody asked a legitimate question. Hey, man, how's the critique going on? With you struggling this year? Are you averaging less points? You averaging less rebounds? And you got more turnover? And your team has lost every game except 2 to the bottom teams of the thing, and y'all losing by an average of 25 points. How does that feel? Oh, you know, heavy's the head of it. Like, come on, man. Let's keep it fantastic. Y'all don't want to be fair, man. Y'all not advantage. I'm against people that ain't trying to keep it above. Y'all want an advantage. Y'all don't want equality. Y'all want an advantage. And what happens when you go from one side of having an advantage to the other side having an advantage, then both sides going to feel ostracized. The outlier is we sit here, we hold everybody. What we do. Listen, man, thank you guys. Continue to go into the chat. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I appreciate you guys. The numbers have been good. We'll be back tomorrow. Yes, we will be back tomorrow. We'll talk about Indiana and what in the world. We know why Stephanie White was gone. But then we kind of wish she still was gone. As any other people fans, do we kind of wish that Stephanie White still was gone? Now, I did not know, tomorrow, I did not know that Lisa Salters and Stephanie White was a thing. And the reason Stephanie, we came to find out that the reason Stephanie White missed the game was because she was with Lisa Salters, because Lisa Salters, I think her mother was sick. And they was going to visit her mother, and that's why she was at the game. I didn't know there was a thing. But apparently they're in a partnership, or they're in a relationship or situationship or whatever they have going on. And that's why Stephanie White missed the last game. To be with Lisa Salters. What kind of? But then we kind of wish she still was gone. Like I was kind of impressed with the brother though. You know, I kind of impressed with the brother was. I mean, I kind of like the way Austin Keller was running the team. He made good rotations. His timeouts were timely. Did a great job. I understand. He got to be hey, Austin Keller, my brother. You have a bright future in the league. Just seeing a little bit like Stephanie is a little bit. Oh. But it could be because she has a lot. That's why, if that's what's happening, that's understandable. She got stress going on in her personal life, and that doesn't fit your work life. That doesn't fit your work. So we're gonna show grace. All right, we'll show grace then. Also, Kelly be on the ready though. Kelly be on the ready though. You know what I'm saying? Please, like you ready, Kelly. Hey, be on the ready, Kelly. We might be calling. You know, you might get a call. I love you guys. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll have a great day. Y'all have a fantastic night, rather. I was like, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. Y'all have a good night. I love you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the likes, for the dislikes, for the comments, for for taking your time, man, and spending it with me tonight. Man, we'll give you an hour and a half tonight. We'll see you guys very, 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 very soon. I am King Joe. If you don't mind hitting that like and subscribe button for me, please, one more time. Just hit that like button. And if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. If you have not, please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you guys so much. Much love, much care. I appreciate all the likes that we got, man. The likes have been crazy, you know, and we appreciate all the likes that we have. We're going to keep giving you the truth, give you the real, give you the best right here in action. Most love. We'll holler at you guys next time. What?